Hi there. I'm building a coffee table, and basically I got, they call them decorative accents. They're just like kind of half round stones, and I'm trying to do an industrial coffee table. These were only like $2.45 a bag, so I bought 2 bags, and I'm using them like they're rivets, and I'm using PL Premium, which I got here on this dish, the little screwdriver, and I'm putting the glue on the back of these and pasting them down. This is the center line here of the coffee table, and I'm just taking with the calipers, or you can use a tape measure. Seeing as I got my center line, you take the tape measure. I use the calipers right now because it's easier for me. And then I do roughly what each stone has to go, like how distance, right? And then I get the glue and put it on this. I bought 3 paints. A flat black, a flat red. It's a primer as well, it's supposed to be flat. And for a change, I bought this bronze anodized bronze, and it's it's very metal-like, and I kind of like the look of the metal, and that's what I'm going to spray it over with when I finish it. I might accent with a little bit of flat silver on the edges. But we'll get into that later. What I wanted to show you just now is you take a little bit of the LePage PL Premium here, and I put it on the stone, right? Just a little dobs of it. Take my tape measure thing and drop her down. That's another one, right? And I'll keep doing that. And if it doesn't work out and it's a bit wrong the distance, I'll come back and on space them again and clear up the glue. It's just part of doing it. I had trouble with the posts here. I had to bring them in a bit to make them look right. And then I will try spraying it a bit afterwards. I've already done a test which I will show you now in a sec. Then I do that again. Press her down. Another pop rivet. Some of them are a little oval, and I'm getting away with it a little bit, So that's what I'm at. I'm going to do a cross here and the crossing up the 3 ends, and we'll have, a bare table which we'll spray later. Here I've sprayed it with the grayish flat paint that looks like metal, a little bit of black, but I put the red in to see what it would look like. I am getting a metal finish. The stones were put on and they're not dry, so they're not painted. I've tried a couple of stones here just to see what they look like rivet wise, but I think I'm getting the kind of the Titanic look I'm looking for in it. And of course down here I did grind the board a bit because it had some bubbles. It was an old coffee table somebody gave me for free, so I ground it down a bit so it's rough, but the roughness comes out and makes it look more realistic. As you can see here, you get this kind of realistic patches like metal, and it'll show through, I hope, in my end product. This is where I'm at the moment. This is actually drying because I just done these stones here, so I'll leave it till tomorrow and then we'll try to spray it. That's where I'm at now, and we'll show you how further when I get the bottom half of the coffee table done. I'll show you what it's like then. Hi there, I'm just going to show you how to spray. I put on the stones last night, glued them on with the IPL as I talked to before, left them overnight to dry and they're hard now. And now I'm going to go spray the metallic look, but I want to show you how it's done. Flat black, spray can, trim clad, anodized bronze, a flat, and a red primer, which is like a rustic color, rust red, which will give you that rust through the metal when you're spraying. So I'll just tip the camera down and show you how to spray this. Each can's about $6.99, so let's say $7 each can, so $21 here, $21 and $5 for the stones that look like rivets. I've turned on a bright light to help us out of here. As you can see, I put on the red. It's splotches here. I just dabbed a little bit of red on here like this, back and forth. Okay, a little bit on the sides here. Then I took the bronze anodized. So let's go through this all again so you can see it with the light this time, which should have happened the first time. And I go kind of back and forth here. I'm doing it in a bit of an awkward angle because I'm trying to let you see it in the camera. Try to keep the red a little light. Yeah, but you know, if the red covers, it's okay. It'll seep through and you can bring it up again afterwards. You gotta swish and let go of your can with your finger every time you come across. Otherwise you're gonna get double the paint on the ends. See how that's working now? I got a crack here that I fix up top here. There we go, it's beginning to come. You can hold it down if you want, if you're really good at it, and go in circles like this so you don't get too much of a pattern. You better practice it though. You can't do this when you're spraying bikes or cars though. See? Okay, it's beginning to look like metal. Now, I've done quite a bit of it, and I'm using, while it's still wet, I kind of stroke in some reds, tints from way back here. Gives you more of a rust feel than normal. Well back, letting it just kind of sit in there. You can add a little, when you go close, you can add a little stronger touches, right? And then, to finish it off, you take your flat black and you do the same. You give it little variation touches in here. Give it contrast, right? Gives you more of a metal look. Well back, as you can see by what I'm doing here. It's giving it a little bit of a grip feel to it, but it also gives you that contrast you need, you know? You know, the way metal isn't just one color. I'm kind of beginning to like that now. I'm not too happy with the back plates, you know, but I'll get them in a minute. But this plate is really nice right now. So we're going to leave that dry. That looks really good. So here's where I'm at. I'm just going to leave this dry for a while. As you can see, it looks pretty steel plate-like. Right, and on the back here, I put more rivets. I need some light back here. As you can see, I put some rivets back here as well to make it look like plates. And I'm going to just push this light up a bit. And if you see over there, I've done the top of the table as well, which was drying earlier today, and I've re-coated it a bit. You can see it looks like a steel plate. All for like, you know, say 3/7 are 21 and 5 is 26. So about $30. The coffee table is free because it was in such bad shape. So we're going to get an industrial table here. If I get out of this light, we're going to get an industrial table here for like, you know, $30, $35. Yeah, this table has 2 silver support posts. What I'm going to do, and they got 3 holes here, which I'm just going to put concrete nails in there and glue them in so that those heads are covered. What I'm going to do is spray this more or less like the table. So I'm just going to do a little bit of reds again, you know, here, there, a bit, right, around the place, little blobs of red. Then I'm going to take the famous bronze anodase, whatever you call it. I'm not a great person for the word. Shake it up a bit, and I'm going to give it the same effect. So the up and down post here for the top looks the same, belongs to the table. I have 2 of them. So I'm just going to touch those up. And then hang them up here to dry. That's looking pretty good. As you can see, it's drying quite nicely. I've left it dry for a while. I'll get down here so you can see me. I've left it dry for a while and it's beginning to look good. I put this can in because my garage is a garage, as people say, but I say garage. I brought up in Ireland. I like the lighter metal look, so I'm going to make it a little bit lighter with this bronze. Here we go again. The anodized bronze. I keep looking at the French side. There we go. I'm not very good at French. So what I'm going to do is try to lighten it up. And we've got to get up underneath these rivets as well. You don't want to be seeing light spots underneath the rivets. It looks more metallized with this stuff on. There's no doubt about it. So now it's looking really good. I get some under some of the rivets now. Make sure all my rivets are covered. Especially on the sides and up underneath the actual stones. It's interesting because it's going a little darker than it looks when I spray it, so. I love the look I'm getting at the moment with this. There we go. Now that looks like metal no matter what you do. Maybe a little light splash of black on there. Here and there, you know. And we should have it. I have a little hole here to fill, like I said before. Dash of red in some places. I think I'll do this corner a bit more red, see? And have it come out here like that. Make it look like rust there. That's pretty good. I want a bit of rust down there. Maybe a little bit here. When I do this one a little different, we don't have patterns. So I'll do this one up from this up like that. There. Maybe a little rust in the corner. That's looked pretty good. Gonna leave it at that for the time being. I might put a little bit more black in. What we've got is a beautiful tables. I've completed the industrial coffee table and it's looking pretty good. I use IPL and glued the table, all the edges together so that it's solid because it had some damage in the connections, in the Ikea connections. So I decided to fill in the holes and just glue the table together so it's a solid table because it's very light. So all I have to do is spray the seams where the glue is showing a little bit, but more or less the table is complete. I'll most likely put a non-gloss matte finish varnish on the table so that it stops it from chipping or the paint coming off too easily. But in general the table is complete, and anyone really at home with a bit of hot glue or IPL glue can make this table in a couple of spray cans. You can see I've got the pot rivets and some down the center like big large plates. A little bit Titanic look. And in the back, if you stand in the middle of a room, you'll have these, I knocked it a little here on the back of the wall there, but you have these square plates to give it a bit of an effect in case it's standing in the middle of the room. It's very light, easy to load in the car. Looks very industrial. From an old 70s style coffee table.